So I'm doing you all the courtesy of writing this down instead of winging it. For some reason, I have a bit more clarity and composure in the written word versus extemporaneous speech, even amongst friends and colleagues. As a lifelong snake nerd and keeper of 27 years, I have come to find that all too often we enjoy our passion by ourselves and share them most often vicariously with field pioneers in textbooks and journals or with the occasional TV host. Few times do we find others that are remotely interested in the creeping things that have captured our hearts and minds. When we are amongst those select few that share the same studious grit and passion for the unlovable and misunderstood, then we have reached a zenith that 98% of our fellow humans have difficulty comprehending. These few are often meek and soft-spoken, humble and eager to guide others into this corner of the world of fang, claw, scale, and tail. These pioneers have trod many a mile in desert and jungle, searching for the tiniest frogs and the biggest crocs, being devoured by mosquitoes, ticks, and chiggers, roasted by an unforgiving sun, and sometimes taking venomous bites or serious injury by the very cord they seek. All the while taking hundreds of photographs, noting temperature, humidity, area of vegetation, local geology, and lunar cycles. This is what they do for fun. Though none will admit, they are the subject matter experts of their chosen species. They have read literal libraries and often contributed to that literature. Some are classically trained and educated, some self-taught, some straddling both sides of the fence. I'm of course speaking about each of you that are hearing this. You are bastions of herpetology and herpetoculture, and you all carry the torch handed down by the likes of Ditmars, Fitch, Irwin, Brooks, Bollinger, with assurance that the future will remain bright and not stagnate. 1 month ago, a group of people who I just described came to an agreement to name me as the Herpetoculture Network Person of the Year for 2024. I can't adequately describe how shocking this was and still is. Confucius said, if you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. I was in the same room with many of you, and it was daunting, humbling, and exhilarating to have no doubt that I was in fact the dumbest person in the room and exactly where I belonged. I'm satisfied knowing that will never change, and I have mountains of work and learning ahead of me to remain in such rarefied company. Newton said, if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. To those giants that not only voted for me, but also received this same award before me, thank you. Thank you all for this award, and know that I will continue in not only furthering my knowledge and experience in our discipline, but also to share it with the next generation with vim and vigor. Hugs and kisses, Sanchez. Thank you all.